So I found ayahuasca through a lot of research and first heard about it through my mom actually a few years ago, in my early 20s, and never really thought much of it. Didn't feel called to do any work with the medicine yet. And then about 2 years ago, we were faced with a difficult decision to terminate a pregnancy, and that just really broke my heart and left me depressed, left me feeling absolutely sad. I hated myself, I hated my body. I kind of went through a process of not being able to cope with my emotions, so therefore I turned to work. I worked these crazy hours just because I didn't really want to face these inner demons I was going through, and lived for 2 years that way, and just became absolutely depressed and I knew that I needed something to heal my soul and heal my heart.
And I, in that time, had always thought that if I stayed strong in the situation, that our love for one another could get us through that time in our lives, and we could grow stronger. And eventually, it reached a point where it just started to feel as though we were kind of just floating in space, not really going forwards or backwards. But the one thing I was sure of was how much we loved each other, and we needed an external force or a jolt or a medicine to help us find a way around that corner and forge a new path. And so ayahuasca had been something that I was aware of, but I never really understood its true medicinal quality. I think I understood it in more of a social, cultural concept, and when I started researching it further and we kind of began talking about the possibility of seeking out this medicine, it became clear to me that it could be just exactly what we needed. And not only just for, what was between us, but for myself. Like, I have 30 years of experience and a lot has happened in that time. And it became clear I was just holding so many of those traumatic things in weird parts of my body, and despite my best efforts, I just couldn't get through it alone. And it was only compounding over time. It just seemed that now was the time to pursue this opportunity and find a new way forward.
Yeah. So we took some pretty drastic decisions that felt right for us. We ended up quitting our jobs, traveling to South America.
Selling our house.
Sold our house too. Basically, we had to start over for ourselves as individuals and also together as a couple. And we knew when we were in South America that we had a lot of work to do. And we came to Nimea to start that healing process. And it's been an incredible experience being here, the facilitators, the retreats. We really have connected deeply with the shamans. And it's changed our lives. It's transformed me. My experience was difficult. It was a lot of work. It was exhausting, but it was the best thing I could do for myself, for my heart, for my soul. I feel so much lighter, so much connected, so much more connected with the earth and with my partner.
And for me, I just had always had the sense that there was a beautiful song in my heart, and I just didn't know how to sing it or how to express it. And I had the opportunity to be in front of these shamans, and they sang my song, like they brought it out, and it was just so much release and so much joy, and not without its, hardship. But I think that's what you come to find, is that hardship and joy are one and the same, and you really can't have one without the other. And if it hadn't have been for the wisdom of the ages passed down through these beautiful spirits that are shamans, I don't know that it ever would have come out, and I don't really know that life would have ever been full of as much potential as it's going to be moving forward, and I'll always be eternally grateful for that. It's meant the world to me.
After our experience, it really just taught me that we are light and we are love, and it's been incredible to learn that, rediscover it, and just really share it with everyone we come in contact with. And if you're questioning whether this medicine is right for you, I encourage you to really trust your gut, because it's right and you should follow that always.
And the most beautiful part that can't be expressed enough is you will come here and you will find a community of people who will become your friends for life and support you forever as long as they can in any possible way that they can. And you'll do the same for them, and that will awaken your spirit even more, because really we're just here to help raise consciousness. And that's what we do for each other here, whether it's the facilitators, Jill, Casey, the people within your group, or even the awesome animals here. I mean, everything here is working towards raising consciousness, and it feels good to be a part of that.
And we're just so thankful.
We highly recommend it.
Yeah, do it.